Some of you will get caught up in this trap of constantly learning because you're afraid to sit down with one model, follow the rules, stick to that process, and let it yield whatever experience is intended for you. And then you have a baseline. That's why I could literally give out a model every single day. And some of you want me to do that. But the only thing it's going to do is it's like a dog in a meat market. You ain't going to know what to do. You're going to run around and you just chase everything. Instead of simply sitting down and saying, you know what? I'll just have a filet. Thank you. And I've done that with the 2022 model. I've done that just recently with the silver bullet model. I have lots more coming, but you don't have to have anything else. The optimal trade entry was enough. OTE pattern, the flagship that was on my YouTube channel. That's enough. The 2022 model, that's enough. You can use it in every session. London, New York, PM session. You can use it in London close. You can trade it in Forex. You can trade it in futures. You can trade it in crypto. You can trade it in whatever you want to trade it in. It works. There's no excuse. You have zero excuse not to have some baseline by now. You should have some kind of experience to be able to say, you know what? This works. And I have to work on refining it, but I know it works because I've seen it in back testing, looking at where it has done this in the past. I tell you what time to look for these things to form. That way you're not just going around and looking at charts blindly. Go right to these specific times of the day. That's where it's going to form. For those people that go back in their old data and their old charts and they study that, they see it, they don't need me to do 50 examples of that. They don't need to see me do it live 50 times a week. They're sold on the idea, okay, there's something here. It merits more investigation because I see the evidence of this thing occurring. It's not contrived. It's not conjectured. It's not made up. It's not fabricated. It's really happening every day. And once you see that, you don't need to have anybody else to cheerlead for you. You know, okay, there's something here. I'm going to mine that. So I give you just a few models so that way you go in and you now start working on the skill sets that are required. Not veering off course, hopping from one PD array, one approach, fair value gap, inversion value gap, breakers, market maker models, buy, sell. There's 1,000 things out there that I teach. Every individual one of them is a model. Every single one of them is in an individual model. But I give you, this is the best way to learn. I'm allowing you to pick your weapon. I've opened my arsenal doors. So here it is. Look what I have here. Pick your weapon. But nothing changes when it comes to time. Time of day, these things occur at specific times, certain days of the week, certain weeks of the month, certain month of the year. I'm allowing you to bring your personality, your personal influence, because you're the problem and you're the last puzzle piece. See, some of you are sitting around here, you're writing diligent notes, you're doing this, you're doing that, and that's wonderful. But you're all waiting for that last penny to drop. The last ICT puzzle piece. And then it's all going to come together. It's all going to be crystal clear. Once he tells me this one PD, the 81 PD arrays, final last one. That's it. That's it. That's the Holy Grail. No, it's not. If you walked over to your mirror right now, look at yourself real quick. That's the final puzzle piece. And it's always been you. You're the reason why you succeed, and you're the reason why you haven't succeeded yet. And ultimately, you and you alone are the only reason why you're going to fail. That's not me talking down to you. That's me telling you the way it is. That's just the way it is. Are you coming to me for a constant dose of something new, but have done nothing with what I've already given you?
All right, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Happy Monday. TGIM. boys and girls. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Just making sure audio is all good over here before we dive into things too much. Let's see who we got in here. What's up, Martin? What's up, GamerK? What's up, Money Glitch? What's up, Horse and Carriage? What's up, Storm Scout? What's up, Kamogalo? I totally just butchered that, didn't I? Good morning, Easy. What's up, A7? Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, crazy, sequence of events over the weekend. Obviously, a lot of you probably heard about the Trump assassination attempt. And honestly, because of that, I'm a little bit not sure what to expect today. Who's I don't know. I've never traded the markets after a former president was attempted to be assassinated. So I guess we'll all learn together, folks. But we do have Powell speaking later today at noon. Speaking at the Economic Club of Washington, D.C. So I guess we'll see what we get leading up to that. Let me know in the chat as well if you guys are having any issues with Tradeovate. I've been seeing some stuff around that some people are having Tradeovate issues, but no issues as far as I can tell. As of right now. I guess if I try to place a trade, then I'll find out. Apex and Tradeovate not working. Is it an Apex issue or a Tradeovate issue? Anybody have that privileged information? But without further ado, ladies and gents, Zero, anytime you see the trading view charts, it's Tradeovate for me. Otherwise, Top Step X. Tradeovate working? It must be an Apex thing then, yeah. They had issues not too long ago, and then said it was a Tradeovate issue, but anyway. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and dive into some things. I already marked out some stuff last night, just to go over those really quickly with you guys. First and foremost, as you guys know, what I like to do every week is start off by marking out the range high and low. So I mark out the previous weekly range. And right now we've got ES trading a little bit closer to the previous weekly high than NQ is. And it's kind of subtle, but there is also a tiny little inefficiency here on the weekly. So a little weekly inefficiency right below the previous weekly low here on NQ, and obviously there's a more noticeable one on ES. So as far as a direction higher or lower as of today, I don't know. Just waiting for more information. Price could go either way. The initial move of the week is generally the manipulation of the weekly candle, so we'll see. And dropping down here to the daily, this buy side level here, you could look at this as previous day high and low Friday. But dropping down to the 4 hour, I like this high nested in here, and I marked it out as buy side liquidity. However, we are trading up from this 4 hour inefficiency right now. And if I continue to scale in here, dropping down here to the 15-minute, zooming out here on the ES chart so you guys can see this. There was an SMT divergence put in right here. So we do have an SMT at these lows here, as price is now working up higher. And this, I believe, is right as the week opened up. Yeah, so here's the new week opening gap. It's like a 50-point new week opening gap this week as well. Due to the Trump stuff, I don't know. But yeah, definitely pretty big opening, new week opening gap, I would say. Bigger than usual. Something I've never heard, you know what I'm saying? Oh, come on. Oh, shit. Yeah. It happens like that sometimes. Anyway, so let's see what we get, guys. We're just rolling now into the macro. I don't have a bias as of right now. I don't know if we're gonna go higher or lower. I don't know what the draw is at this exact moment in time. Just waiting for more information. We'll see. We'll let displacement be our friend. Like I said, I think there's at the beginning of the week there's always a reason to go either direction. So I'll wait. Most recently, though, we see price having ran these highs. So let me turn on a couple of things here. We already had ran the London highs. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe price can start to begin pushing toward Asia lows, perhaps. Only problem is it has to trade through New Week opening gap to do so. But we did most recently trade through this high here. And obviously price is beginning to show signs of displacement to the downside after sweeping that high. Oops. So recent price action definitely looks bearish as you continue to scale in here. Really, my eyes go here. External range liquidity. If we do end up getting bearish, yeah, tucked inside of the weekly imbalance, or not? I'm sorry, 4-hour imbalance. But not gonna jump in anything. If we do get seek and destroy today, best case scenario is identifying it early and avoiding doing any damage. Or any damage that we do has to be minimal. What's up, Tyrone? Good morning, good morning. Yeah, I'll be live. I'll be live every day throughout the week. I'll let you guys know. I try to let you guys know if I'm ever like taking a day off, but just rule of thumb, I'll be off on like no news Mondays, days before NFP, days before CPI, like economic calendar related stuff. But I will definitely let you guys know when those days are. But yeah, otherwise I'll be live on YouTube till further notice. Yes, equal highs on ES. Yep, you're right. Equal highs on ES. Well, not exactly equal highs. We did raid the high with the previous weekly high before going lower. If I just mark this high out quick. Slight little rate above that high, but they're really close proximity. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. But technically the high was rated with previous weekly high. Dylan, your message was deleted? Let's see if I can pull back the covers on this one. Oh, shit. Oh, you just retracted it, so I can't see what you said. Come on, Dylan. But yeah, ended up having a great week last week. Obviously had the one red morning on stream, made it back later in the day, and then Friday it was just a fantastic way to end the week. For all parties involved, I would say. I feel like a lot of people in the ICT community caught that trade from everything I saw, which is pretty cool. Everybody was beaten to the same drum last week on Friday. It says search and destroy. Just a little Call of Duty PTSD kicking in there. It's all good. One thing that anybody that was in the Discord earlier on would know this, but Seek and Destroy is obviously the hardest, I would say, for most ICT traders, just because sometimes it can be a little bit harder to predict the condition until you're in it. Given that we're kind of chopping back and forth here, I'm going to do my best to just kind of stay off of the lower time frames, you know, like the 1 minute chart right now. So I don't get enticed into something that isn't really all that great. So I'm just going to stick on the 5 minute chart for a little bit here. See if something clear can form. But yeah, guys, beginning of the week, we got a lot of stuff this week, but nothing that should keep us out from trading any of the days. I said that if we have a good week by the time Friday rolls around, I might take Friday off. No news Friday. We'll see where we're at when we get there. If we've earned the day off, boys and girls. But that would be the only day this week that I'm considering not trading, but we'll see where we're at when we get there. We will see. We will see. Ooh. But yeah, man. Let me know in the chat what you guys are. You guys bullish? You guys bearish? I'll throw a little poll in there for you guys. Why not? Start a poll. Let's get a tilt reading on the chat. Bullish or bearish? Hold your answers, folks. Hold your answers, folks. Actually, I'll give you guys a third option. I'll give you guys a third one. Yeah, I'm not trying to trick you guys. We'll give you a neutral option. Waiting for more information. Eight is 50-50. Wherever the displacement takes me, not a bad idea. Bearish. Can't arrange theory on the weekly. I'd like to see that. Yeah. About to roll over into silver bullet hour here. So this hourly candle is about to close. And the 4-hour candle is about to close. Here's what we look like on the 4-hour. Yeah, me personally, there's no really clear direction for as far as I can tell right now. No really recent prominent SMT. Unless you look at Dow Jones. Dow Jones is traded lower right now. Oh, dollar. What we got going on over here? Ooh. Yeah. We gotta be headed for these lows here on dollar. Good Lord, we've just been stacking up and stacking up. Dollar to me looks bearish, especially on this daily, which should mean bullishness for indices. We'll come back and check on this here in a bit. Anyway, we got 45% of the chat saying bearish. That's got the vote. More people bearish right now than bullish. Some neutral voters. Price is bearish. I'd like to see a break below the lows of displacement. Yep. Equal highs on the 1 minute inside the FVG. Mixed bag today, mixed bag today, folks. What the? Okay. Fendix says, yeah, definitely bearish. Yep, I forget who said it. Was that Cameron that said that? Gotta give credit where credit is due. Wherever the displacement takes me, yep. That's where I'm at. Might even just take it over here on eval only too. Because this is pretty fucking nasty. Look at this shit. Yuck. I got this 150K. Oh, why is it? Got this 150K that it's been sitting here. I think I've traded on it like once or twice during this entire monthly cycle. I think my renewal comes out on this in like 6 days. Something like that. Should maybe get around to fucking trading it a little bit here. Looking for strong push right now. Price action effective before the news release. Is price action affected before the news release? What do you mean? We don't have any news releases anymore today. We just got Powell speaking. Could it maybe be affected by that? I mean, it's a red folder, right? So possible. But yeah, it's just manipulation so far this morning. Opening bell, we sweep the high, sweep the low. We're just inside the range right now, so seek and destroy is absolutely on the table. So yeah, just waiting. Just waiting, boys and girls. Grab your coffee. Take your shoes off. Kick your feet up. Stay a while. Get comfy. Is anybody in any trades already? You already know there's at least one in every crowd, right? I could see somebody have taken that. What? Can't even trade? Oh, because Apex? Couple people in longs. Luke already out. Yeah, we just sweep these highs. I mean, I'm just waiting for the displacement through, right? Because if we just keep running highs and trading back into the range, then, yeah, I mean, we're in a seek and destroy profile. And I'm really not too interested in trying to position myself to trade that personally. Little SMT right now with a yes. I agree, Luke. Definitely looks like a day to take profit. Be nimble. Couldn't agree more. We did trade down into the opening range gap. This is the NWOG right here. This white shaded area. The old NWOG. Got my 20 points for the day. Nice, congrats. Euro short or long? Euro? I don't know. I don't trade the euro. Peace out, Luke. Yeah, I would say as of right now, guys, it's not the day to really push it. Brand new week ahead, too, so it's, you know, you don't want to go crazy on Monday and wreck yourself before you even get a chance to check yourself. You know what I'm saying? The only price action that looks kind of clear is actually Dow Jones. To me, Dow Jones looks like kind of a almost picture perfect 2022 model. But we call it Dirty 30 for a reason, right? Macro's about to end here. Those long wicks. We are leaving behind a 5-minute fair value gap. Overlapping the open of this 5-minute order block. Here's your run on liquidity right here. I might just play the OB, to be honest. I'm gonna set a limit order, guys. Here, I'm gonna play the 5-minute order block inside the fair value gap. Just with eval. See if we can get this move up. So hands free now. Macro just ended. Oh. Abdi, your message got deleted for using foul language. Would you watch your fucking mouth? Get that fucking foul language out of my fucking chat. Unreal. Have some respect. Let me see what he said. Ah, he said short the bloody piss out of it. That's foul language? Dude, I need to mess with the Streamlabs settings. Yeah, not a bad day to just either sit on your hands, tape read, paper trade, eval trade. Not a shabby day to do it. We'll see if we get this move down, guys. Some people are calling for shorts from here. Justin says shorts from here. Justin, does that mean you're in shorts? Justin, we need to know, are you in a short right now? Because we need to know, because if this goes higher, I want to see you back in here saying you got, you know what I mean? You got spanked. But it happens. There's nothing to be ashamed of. We all get a little paddled every now and again, right? Already took long and closed. Dude, nice. This fucking guy's got the crystal ball. And now you're going short? But are you in short? Tyrone's in shorts. I'm wearing shorts, if that counts. Oh boy. No, you're done trading. Gotcha. Well, final poll statistics, guys. We got 41% bearish, 34% bullish, 23% neutral. Yeah. You could say nobody knows. Yes, I would agree though. Higher time frames, unclear. Only recency bias using this 5-minute displacement here. ES is about to trade down into its 5-minute fair value gap. Keep in mind, SMT still present here. This happens every once in a while. You'll see something like this play out where price will tap into the FVG that you're looking to enter off of on the other indice and not the one you're actually looking to trade. So it could do that. It could tap into ES's and trade higher. But if it does so, I'm probably not too interested. Let's drop it down to one chart here. But yeah, otherwise, guys, my limit is set 641 and a quarter. Once it gets triggered in, I'll take my bracket order and move my stop loss down. I just want my stop to be below 50% mean threshold of the 5-minute order block that I'm using to enter my trade off of. So just marking out the body of it. My stop could be moved up even higher than that, but I'm cool with really a stop anywhere below 50% here is where I'm looking to most likely just cut the trade off. So we'll see what we get, and then yeah, I'll take it up to these levels of buy side here. Just see how market's moving. If it is extremely slow and lethargic, then you know, possibly could consider just cutting it early once like external high is taken, but I guess we'll see. ES might have traded down into that gap here. Let's see. Not yet. Got about 13 minutes left on this 30-minute candle. Here's the hourly chart. Hourly, 4-hour. Well, anyway. Guys, how fucking wild was that assassination attempt? I gotta fucking ask the chat. This isn't a political stream, but I gotta fucking know, boys. I gotta know. I gotta know. I gotta see what kind of brethren we got in the chat. You know what I'm a little surprised by? I shouldn't say I'm surprised, but How is anybody clicking the Biden button right now? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that fucking shook me to my core, to be honest. Like just how different shit would be today, or you know what I mean? Like after, like if it actually would have been successful. Bro, I genuinely kind of feel like there maybe would have been like literally like a civil war breaking out. Just freaking wild, bro. Yeah, I saw everything. It's literally, I mean, everybody's seeing everything, right? It's just all you see on Twitter right now, or social media in general. Anyway, ES looks like probably traded down into the 5-minute gap. No, I take it back. It did not. No shit. Price pulling back here. Stay patient. Nothing new yet. Anyway. Those are glad to survive, otherwise probably would be someone who's actually electable. Henry, I'm assuming you're not a Trump fan. Here's my whole fucking thing. Here's my whole thing that just let's take like politics aside, right? And let's just look at the human aspect of this. And I'm not going where you think I'm going with this. But guys, let's be honest. And I think we could all speak for ourselves when we say, if you were a multi-billionaire, you're in your late 70s, and you're going through all this BS. One, you never even had to get in office in 2016. Like, what kind of like retirement-aged multi-billionaire gets into politics? And then not only that, doesn't take any money. His net worth has been like cut in half since he got into politics. So it's like, this guy's literally sacrificing everything that he spent his whole life building. For what? To get fucking shot at? And somehow people buy into the fact that he's a bad guy? Can somebody make that make any fucking sense to me? I'm not saying you gotta love the guy. I'm not even saying I'm not saying I'd get on my knees for the guy. I'll tell you, I'll vote for him. God damn right. God damn right. But anyway, yeah, fucking wild times, dude. Absolutely wild time. This is probably the, outside of 9/11, it's probably the most crazy thing I've ever seen in my lifetime, I would think. COVID was kind of crazy though too, just kind of overall in general. I think I was in kindergarten. Was anybody here old enough? Did they remember when 9/11 happened? I was in kindergarten. I remember they had it on the TV, and then they sent everybody home from school early. So I'm sitting there, I'm like a little kid. I'm like, I don't know anything. I'm just like, yeah, I get to go home from school. I'm catching up on some of these chats. Many people who are on the right side of the political spectrum see Trump as their last resort, and if he died, there could have been potentially civil war, but who knows, honestly. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a doomsday guy either. I mean, I'm not saying I would hope for a civil war. I definitely would not. But it just, bro, it's just how does madness not ensue after? I feel like it would have to. I just, you know what I mean? I don't think anybody would be surprised by it. Yeah, I don't know. The Secret Service stuff, like how the guy even got up there and like was able to do what he did, is crazy in and of itself. And definitely looking forward to more information on that crazy shit. Philip, yeah, I don't totally disagree. I honestly was a huge Vivek Ramaswamy fan when he first entered the race, and I still really am. I hope he really makes him his VP, to be honest. I like him, and to your point, I like that he's younger. I do kind of agree that it's time for, somebody on the quote unquote younger side of the spectrum maybe to step into office. Obviously somebody qualified, but the fact that, cognitive tests even having to be mentioned or worried about from somebody that's in office, like, what are we doing here? But as a trader, the only thing that makes me angry is just the insider trading that goes on. I mean, come on, guys, here we are, putting it all on the line, right? Trying to do what we can to make an honest living for our families and ourselves, obviously. And then it's like, you got these people that come into politics with a net worth of like maybe a couple $100,000, and then they leave office worth hundreds of millions on a salary that pays them, maybe a six-figure income, but like the math ain't mathin'. It's fucking whack. Yeah, I don't know. This might just run. I mean, obviously, it's looking like it's kind of looking to do so at the moment. I agree. We are the real traders. But yeah, it's just sickening. And I think that's the big uproar with the political spectrum. I think a lot of people are just kind of awake to that now. That like there really is corruption. Obviously, there's always going to be corruption in everything, right? There's bad apples in every bunch, but I think to the level of which people have really woken up to recently. And it's almost like so blatant and obvious that it's like kind of a slap in the face to all of us. Like, yeah, we're just going to do it and get away with it, and you can't fucking stop us. And that just is so annoying. Yeah, I agree totally, Justin. And like you hear some of the report, I don't know. It's hard to tell what reports are true. I've heard some mixed stuff, right? Like the counter sniper had him in his sights, and he was like told to stand down and not take the shot. But I've also heard that wasn't necessarily the case, and that he had protocol, like permission to take out a threat that he perceived without permission. I heard that story as well. So I don't really know. I don't know exactly what the truth was, but all I know is that it just sounds like he never should have been able to get up there, and then the fact that like pedestrians were pointing him out for 3 minutes to authorities, and like it just never, you know what I mean? All that stuff is just wild. But hey, at least the female DEI agents did well, right? Yikes. But hey, equality. Give him a chance. Oh, God. Yay, feminism. Anyway, 87%. I'm going to close this now. 87% Trumpers. Well, I know that a small little YouTube chat like this is a microcosm of a certain niche community, aka the trading community. And I would think that anybody in the self-employed or financial specter would be a little bit more right-wing. So I definitely understand that it's probably a skewed poll. But, you know, I was just curious. But if it is a microcosm in any way, shape, or form of the general populace, then I guess we'll know there's only one way that this election doesn't go the way that we anticipate it to. Is that right? But yeah, man, it's gonna get even more crazy. I think. Like, you guys remember how crazy the last election year was with COVID, and just crazy thing after the other. Obviously, the BLM shit, burning, looting. I mean, all the crazy stuff that went down. And now being only 4 months away from the actual election, like, bro, it's gonna get wild. I have a feeling that this is just kind of the beginning of the craziness. So, I guess buckle your seatbelts. But I hope not, right? I hope it's fucking not. I really don't. I don't think anybody wants another 2020 to happen, bro. That was crazy. So I hope not. You know, I hope not. I hope there's no fucking crazy BS that goes down, but feels like it would be a naive thing to think at this point. The ones who said Biden are trolling. Yeah. Yeah, I was saying the same thing yesterday. I was golf with a buddy, and you know, you've seen, like, ever since the debate, what was that, 2 weeks ago or something like that. It just they were showing clips that were circulating between like Mitt Romney and Barack Obama and their debate, and like just the professionalism. I do kind of wish, you know, I missed that as well. Some people would make the argument that like a lot of like millennials and Gen Z people kind of needed this level of magnitude in order for them to care about politics. Because I mean, you think back to like when you were in high school or just growing up, you know, we didn't really care about politics. At least speaking for myself, like, nobody gave a shit, bro. You're worried about like sports and chasing girls and, hanging with your friends, and you know, you only liked a certain political candidate because you maybe heard your parents or family talking about it, but otherwise, no, yeah, like I didn't really care about politics. I've always been under the assumption that, like, bro, it doesn't matter who's president. Your life is not going to change for the better or the worse just based off of one person in office. And there is some truth to that, but it definitely feels like a larger magnitude nowadays with the last 2 elections. And I don't know, this is the best way I can categorize it. Put it this way, I've never, ever thought like one person being president would like actually impact my life to the magnitude that I feel like it will now going forward. But yeah, man, what a time to be alive, guys. American history in the making. What a time. Yeah, no entry. Even if I would have taken a more aggressive entry, would have been at the beginning of this 5-minute fair value gap, which we, as you guys can see, did not tap back into. Price is obviously running right now. Still gonna hold out for this. Not gonna chase price. Not gonna do like an institutional order flow entry drill here. To be honest, who knows if it'll happen, but would love to see if price wanted to come down and run all of this liquidity that it generated, kind of turtle soup all this, tap the entry and go. And then obviously that would be price having generated a new buy side up here as well with this recent run up. So yeah, I'm just going to stick with this trade. I'm not going to try to jump in this and, you know, chase it to target. 15-minute fair value gap also left right there as well. So yeah, either get it or I don't. Not a big deal. It wasn't like the cleanest price action today, in my opinion. Which, based on chatting with you guys, sounds like you guys kind of agree. So, and I don't think ES tapped into the gap either, did it? Nope. Yeah, so this gap is just being left. But yeah, guys, let me know if anybody was able to catch any of these moves today. It sounds like a couple people in the chat caught some nice little scalps. No trades for me right now. Let me go ahead and I'll just keep the polls rolling here, boys. Let's go green. Do 3 options here. Green, red. So let me know how you guys did. Green, red, no trades taken. Obviously, I haven't taken anything yet today. Unless some miracle happens here and we get a pullback out of nowhere, but yeah, definitely felt like obviously waited before picking a trade idea, picking a bias. Definitely was patient, waited till it was at least clear. So I'm not, you know, put it this way, I don't have any FOMO about like missing this move, to be honest. Unfortunate that it didn't come grab us. I would say alternative entry option would have been basically just trading off this breaker once price traded above it. So traded above this breaker, this could have been first possible entry here. It's just kind of aggressive, right? You're not knowing how big of a retracement you're going to get. You know, if price does retrace deep down, you know, 50% of this order block, well then that's going to have to be a pretty big stop. But this would have been the only really other execution possibility here. Or I guess if you were just bullish much earlier on this session inside of the macro, had this nice little fair value gap price reacted up from. I would have personally liked to have seen an SMT with this low though. Like if we could have had an SMT here with ES, this would have been a lot more obvious. I don't think we got that. No. Yeah. Both ES and NQ traded through that low. Even Dow Jones, we talked about that. Dow Jones traded through that low much earlier on, so. Yeah, guys, no FOMO really here. Didn't really see a setup other than what we tried to get, so. Nothing really to be too sad about as far as I am concerned. I'm going to delete the limit order for now. Looks like we got left behind on this one. But yeah, if anybody is a part of this move right now, congratulations. Glad some people were able to get a little piece of the pie there. Let's see. Yeah, 55% no trades today. So we're all on the same page there. I'll go ahead and end that. 53% no trades. And then a totally split bag, 23 green, 23 red. Just woke up, didn't catch anything. Good morning, Pandora. Would you go short? No. Not before. I really wouldn't go short, me personally, before this buy side level. I wouldn't even, yeah, I wouldn't consider shorts until this buy side here was taken. I just marked out this high here for a potential TP. But this buy side level inside of this inefficiency, this is generally how the best turtle soup trades look. Sweeping a high that's tucked inside of a higher time frame point of interest, like a higher time frame for a value gap or order block, something like that, and then you get that reversal. So I wouldn't entertain, me personally, shorts until then. But you got to be careful, because if price just displaces through this high, well, you don't want to short only because this high was taken, right? I'd wait for more confirmation personally, even after that gets taken. So we'll see, guys. I'm gonna wait out for the next macro, see if the next macro brings anything more clear that we can use. Might even still get the same trade opportunity. I could always put the limit back on. To me, it looks like price is drawing for this high here. And wouldn't cancel the idea until either previous weekly high on ES gets swept, or until that high gets swept here on NQ. So just set an alert on ES's previous weekly high, and we'll watch NQ over here. Session will be done for me if we take out this buy side here. I'm thinking most likely. Might still wait for the macro just to see what we do with this high after sweeping it. Because this could be a very nice liquidity run. after this run of buy side here as well. So potentially could play that. Got $18 worth of the pie. Hey, 18's better than nothing. 15-minute Sue for shorts. Not yet. I think you're talking, unless you're talking about the same thing I just talked about. Ada. Took the inversion. Nice. Advice anyone here, don't short until the trend is to the downside. There you go. Keep buying until the buys don't work. I mean, I guess as a rule of thumb that we're at all-time highs. Yeah, sure. But I'm always open to flipping once it reaches an area where I could expect and anticipate it to possibly flip. I'm not just, you know what I mean? I'm not just trying to short above this high just for shits and giggles. But, you know, if we sweep that high and we form really nice bearish PD arrays, yeah, I'm going to take that. Absolutely. Why not? And if we don't, we don't. You know, if we go to the moon, we go to the moon. We got macro in about 7 minutes. I am going to... Forgive me. I'm gonna edit all this. Get off my higher time frames. Thank you. Well, oh. But yeah, man, we'll see what the rest of the week has in store. Otherwise, yeah, just a chill, no trade Monday as of right now for me. Oh, man. Yeah. Time to hit the gym, and you never know. I might get recruited to the Secret Service for the next rally. So, hey, listen, they got the Republican National Convention this week in good old Wisco. Any guesses on who the VP is going to be? I think he's announcing it Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. I thought that was what the plan was. Vivek or nah? How are we feeling? Elon Musk. Listen, I was hoping that Aaron Rodgers was going to retire and become RFK's VP. Musk would be crazy. But I don't think you know who I else oddly think would maybe be good at it? Dana White. I don't know why. Just a feeling I have. Speaking of, when's the next UFC fight card? UFC 304. Oh, okay. UFC 304, July 27th. Does anybody know where this is at? UFC 304. England. Oh, okay. I'm waiting for the next time Trump shows up, and I feel like that ovation is going to be wild. Yeah, probably not going to be at the England one. Probably not. All right, guys. Macro in 2 minutes here. Kind of looking like price is most likely just going to run for the buy side. Gonna say JD Vance. If not take the high during the macro, then our buy bias is still valid, I guess. Yeah. Either or, if we do take the buy side kind of quickly into the macro here, then I would entertain the possibility of a short after that buy side's taken. Otherwise, would hope to see, you know, price manipulate for us to be able to still go long. Tough to say, guys. Tough to say. In the macro, I just usually expect price to... Simplest answer is set up the next move of the hour, if not continue with the move of like the later macros into the New York session. You know, I expect that to either just continue if we're looking at more of a larger range day, or just set up that next move of the hour. But I'm expecting macro to deliver price to a point of interest, whether that be a liquidity level or an imbalance. But expecting it to deliver in that window. Get that element of precision. And it's not like the most precise. I mean, it's a 20-minute window, right? So, I mean, that's still a decent-sized window. You know what I mean? But it definitely helps. And anybody that's been trading ICT for a while, I think would agree with me when I say, like, if you never traded with the macro before, like, with it being, like, a conscious thought in your mind, like, really focused on what time of an hour or time of day that you're in when you're actually placing a trade, not just solely going off of price, it definitely makes the world a difference. Like, the moment you start paying attention to it and using it, you'll never stop using it. And I think what you'll also notice is that majority of the losses that you take generally can be stemmed back to just kind of being outside of these time focus points, I guess. Not always, nothing's 100%, but definitely will add an element of precision to, you know, putting all of it together, putting the concepts together, because there's so many price action concepts with obviously everything that ICT's taught and put out, and a lot of the times those models can even be contradictory, right? I would say the most contradictory ones are like premium and discount, OTE, versus like market maker buy or sell model, right? So just going off those price action models alone, you know, they're contradicting themselves. And a lot of times too, you can have SMT divergence is another one where you can have SMT on both sides of the market. SMT is contradicted by sixth sister, right? So, but you see it all the time, which is why, to me, most important thing is identifying draw and liquidity and adding the element of time. Like if you can get good at identifying those things in tandem with one another, it's gonna help a lot. So, moral of the story: focus less on like the little basic simple concepts like unicorn, 2022 model, fair value gap, inversion. Like, don't worry about that as much. Worry about getting good at identifying draw and liquidity, and then timing it out with the macro. Because then your entry model from that point really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're entering off a 2022 model, order block, institutional order flow entry drill. If you got the draw correct and you're putting yourself in alignment with proper timing, you're just giving yourself the best probabilities regardless of how you chose to enter the market. Any recommendations with a job that could fit with trading? Remote sales. Not like TV remote sales, but like a remote sales position where you make your own hours. But it's not, I mean, it's a job, but in order for you to find one like what you're trying to get, I'm assuming is you're going to need to be commission only most likely. But it's something that you can do, bro. It's like, how hard would it be to trade in the morning and then just like, you know what I mean? You go fucking do some sales calls during a time of day when you're not trading anymore, PM session or lunch or whatever, or you can even do it at night. It just kind of depends what you get into, but that's, I would say. Otherwise, yeah, the job thing, bro, that's kind of totally dependent on your skill set. You know, did you go to school? Did you get an education? Like what? You know what I mean? I don't know anything about you. But if you have a hustler bone in your body, which I assume you do, which is why you're in trading in the first place, then a line of work that would fit with that would be find a company that you like, you believe in their product or service, sell it. You know, I would say just don't sell anything you don't believe in and that you wouldn't use yourself. Cause you know what they say, boys and girls. And I ain't a big like. I used to be like a big like, oh, manifestation type fucking guy. The problem with that though is you get all these like quote unquote spiritual people that like, oh yeah, I'm gonna use the law of attraction. I'm gonna use the law of attraction to meet all my goals and accomplish all my dreams. And they sit there and they do affirmations in the mirror and they journal shit down and they do these meditations. And I'm not saying that's bad. It's all good stuff. But you guys ever heard of the the law of Goya? Goya, Goya. The law of Goya is far more powerful than the law of attraction. And Goya stands for get off your ass and do some shit. So, I think a lot of people can get delusional from all the fucking spiritual law of attraction BS, you know what I mean? And it's really not that hard, man. It's really not that hard. If you're a good person, you got good intentions. But anyway, what I was getting at with that whole spiel there is, and this is something that I do believe in, you know, when it does come to energy and frequencies, like, I believe in all that. There's science behind all that. It's not just voodoo, fairy tale, whatever. And I think we could all pinpoint times in our life where we've definitely seen this to be true. But when you talk about things on a frequency, like a feeling, like your emotions, if you ask people what's the most powerful emotion or what's the most powerful frequency, and you know, people would say love, right? Love is the most powerful frequency. It's actually not true. Based on science, it's the second most powerful, and it's not even close. The number one most powerful frequency is the law of the feeling of authenticity. Authenticity is like 4 times more powerful than the frequency of love. So that's why I say, like, if you're gonna get in any sort of like sales thing, you got to do shit that's in alignment with who you are as a person, your morals and values, and stuff that you actually like, because people can feel that stuff. If you're selling something that people don't, you know what I mean? You're talking to somebody about how great something is, and you don't even use it yourself, and you don't believe in it. I mean, bro, people feel that. It's like there's no reason why people aren't succeeding in certain things that they're doing. They're not being authentic. There's a reason, like, when I start talking about trading scammers and all the bullshit that goes on in the trading space, I get fucking fired up and I get all fucking passionate and fucking angry sounding and looking, because it's like, bro, I'm being dead serious when I say that shit. Fucking pisses me off. And like, you can tell when somebody's talking from a place of authenticity versus just talking out of their ass, right? I mean, you don't need to be a rocket scientist human being. If you have any common sense between your ears, you guys know as well as anybody, like, when you see somebody talking out of their ass, you can just feel it. You don't even need to know for sure. You can just feel that it's bullshit. Versus like when somebody's being totally honest and truthful and authentic, you can feel that as well. And that's generally how people can get moved into action. Anyway. I'm just ranting to kill time because we're just waiting at this point. Too many fortune cookies getting recited on Twitter, LOL. Oh my god, bro. Oh man. Yeah, it was nice, you know, when I was 20 years old and the first time I ever heard of like the law of attraction. It was a cool little thing to, all it really is just realizing that you're in control of your thoughts and not being a negative, pessimistic victim. That's really the benefit of it. But all this other stuff, like, oh, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am feeling something that's not realistic, or, you know, that people set these goals and like, I want to be a millionaire, I want to have a private jet, I want to live in a penthouse, I want to do this and that, I want to have a Lamborghini, I want to retire my parents, I want to do this and that, but then they don't do fucking shit. All you do is journal and fucking say affirmations in the fucking mirror, and you're not doing anything. You don't have a plan at all. You're not doing any work. You're not putting yourself out there. You're not taking any risks. Bro, are you fucking delusional? You're just setting yourself up for a life of fucking depression. You're just lying to yourself. No wonder why you have no fucking self-confidence. You say you're going to do something, you don't do it. That's like the number one way to build your self-confidence as a human being and your self-worth. You say you're going to fucking do something, go fucking do it. You say you're going to go to the gym and lose some weight, well, stop being a fat fuck. Go do it. I'm just anxious and depressed. Shut up. Shut up. Oh man, that's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother can of worms. Validate my feelings. You don't know what it's like to have anxiety. You've never been sad before. Yeah, okay, pal. Yeah, guys, buy side liquidity hit. So, yeah, I mean, we identified direction correctly, just didn't get the entry that I was looking to get personally. Like I said, there's definitely multiple ways you could have entered this trade. I think the most obvious one being this breaker block here on like the 3-minute chart. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter what time frame you use, but yeah, congratulations to, I see a couple people said they took that. Daniel, congrats. So just going to give it a beat here. Not too long, though, like 5 minutes. I want to see if we form any bearish PD arrays coming off of sweeping this high. If we do, might have a trade. If we don't, well, that's target hit. And for me, my morning's done. Doesn't mean I can't trade later. Possibly could come back and trade PM session. Just depending on how it looks. But yeah, if we don't get bearish PD arrays to form after sweeping this high, they look clean enough to trade, then won't press the button. Won't press the button. Not interested in waiting all this time, being patient, being picky, being selective, just to then jump in and take a loss. So make sure when moves like these happen, you don't make decisions going forward in the next hour of trading out of FOMO. Just because you missed a move, it doesn't mean anything. If your trade entry that you wanted to see, that you identified, and you're getting reps with, if you didn't get picked up for that and you missed the move, then so be it. It doesn't really fucking matter. There's gonna be 100 other trades that happen where you do get that entry, and you are gonna be able to execute, and you are gonna be able to be a part of the move. So, no FOMO. That's the worst thing you can do is tell yourself and look back on the chart and say, I should have did this, I should have did that, and then you try to take that into your next trade and you fuck it all up. You people should all over yourselves. You should all over yourselves. You should have did this. You should have did that. What do you mean? Did you follow your plan? Yes? Well, that's all that matters. None of this shoulda bullshit, okay? None of this shoulda bullshit. But yeah, if anybody was able to catch that, good work. Fantastic. Yeah, Alex, I appreciate it. Hit the like button, guys. Help a little old me. But yeah, guys, no trades for me this morning as of yet. And yeah, I'm not really getting the quick reaction down as of yet. I'll give it a second here, but in order for this to be that turtle soup short, we got to start seeing some movement down quickly here. Otherwise, yeah, just looking like it could displace through this high and start heading for previous weekly high. ES did take out previous weekly high now, so SMT currently with that. May hold, may not, but it is present. 5 more minutes left on the macro here. And then, yeah, we do have, obviously, again, Powell speaking at noon, so just be mindful of that. Maybe don't be in any trades while he's about to start talking, because who knows what could happen. And then, yeah, obviously, tomorrow, core retail sales, pre-market. We got Wednesday, just some medium impact stuff. Also pre-market, and then at market open, we got an FOMC member speaking. Thursday, unemployment. Friday, no news. So with that being said, we will be trading same time, same place tomorrow, guys. And yeah, I'm thinking I might just hop off here because it's not really giving the reaction that I would want to see anyway. as of this moment in time. Might be back on trading PM session. I won't be live streaming it, but if I do take something, I'll post about it. I'll try to record it if I'm sitting here at my desk. But either way, I'll post a recap or something about it if I take it, or post it in the YouTube community tab. Perhaps post a little tweet about it. Just a little tweet. So, but yeah, guys, if you caught the longs today, congratulations. If you didn't take a trade, I would also say congratulations, because it didn't really give like anything super amazing as far as an entry opportunity that was like abundantly clear. So I don't feel too bad about it personally. It is what it is. Just one of those things that happen in the great profession of trading these goddamn financial markets. Can I get an amen? Amen. Sorry, I took the Lord's name in vain. I take it back. I repent. Would you wait for a Powell speech at 12 for another opportunity? I would wait till like PM session, yeah. That's when I'm going to be looking at it. I'm probably not even going to look at it during lunch. I'm going to go do some other shit, go to the gym, and then come back about 1:30. Oh, yeah, probably looking like 1:30 New York time. That's when I'll be looking to see if there's an opportunity to take anything. But otherwise, yeah, man. No trades so far for me today. And if that's how it ends up, that's how it ends up. All good. Got a whole week ahead of us, boys. Whole week ahead of us. No need to blow your load all at once. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, guys, I will catch you guys tomorrow morning. Same time, same place. And we'll see what the rest of this week has in store, guys. But hey, appreciate you guys for being here. Give the stream a like on your way out if you feel ever so called to do so. I appreciate it very much. And guys, I wish you all the best Monday, and stay safe, have fun, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Okay, guys? Peace and love, everybody. We will talk to you guys a little later on.
Our trade sits at his desk, coffee in hand. The NASDAQ charts on his screen, he's in command. He's a day trader, chasing dollars and dreams. Using ICT concepts, he's got some tricks up his sleeves. From Fibonacci retracements to volume spread analysis, Tyler knows the smart money, he's gaining an advantage. He watches the market like a hawk in the sky. With every tick and every turn, he's catching the high. Running with the smart money, kicking up dust. Tyler trades a day trader you can trust. He's dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire. With the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire.